Alright, so let's weigh myself. So I've actually already eaten, but I forgot to vlog it, so I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to put the camera down. So as of right now, I'm 175 pounds, and that was after I've eaten, and that's also not... Maybe I should talk to the camera. So I am currently 175 pounds, and that's after I've eaten breakfast. This morning before I ate, I was 174.6, which means I've lost over 25 pounds, which is awesome. So yay! And now let's get to the vlog. What's up guys, my name is Kendall Skodek and welcome to my weight loss journey. As you guys could tell from the clip right before this, I basically have officially been down to 175 pounds. Technically though, I want to say that I'm 174.6 pounds. And even though that's only 0.4 pounds and blah 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 blah, I will take whatever weight that I can get. So, and I basically also want to emphasize that it's important for you guys to weigh yourself at the same time every single morning. It's important to weigh yourself after you've had a BM or you've peed or whatever. And it's also important for you to weigh yourself in the same clothes, or at least like basically naked, because that way you're consistent and your data will be consistent as well as far as whenever you weigh yourself or when you measure yourself. So I wanted to share a weigh-in because I haven't done that for 2 weeks, and I basically wanted to share this weigh-in because it's important to me for two reasons. One is that I'm officially down more than 25 pounds, and I'm also at a lower weight than I was when I first did my weight loss journey. Back in January 2016, I started out at 211 pounds. By June of 2016, I was at 176 pounds. So I'm officially lower than that, and that is a huge milestone for me. And it's really showing me that I can do it, and I'm in general just really proud of myself, and I'm kind of amazed that I'm even down 25 pounds at all. I also kind of wanted to share with you guys how I've lost this weight and kind of emphasize some new terminology as far as what I'm doing to lose the weight. That way I don't have to completely explain myself every time, because I will use this terminology later on in probably later videos. And I kind of want to share with you why I picked this particular way to lose weight as opposed to a keto diet or a vegan diet or paleo diet or any of those other fads that you guys might hear of. And I kind of just want to share with you specific tools that's helped me in this particular way of losing weight, and just kind of talk about what I've learned so far as this particular method, not as far as losing weight in general. But without further ado, let's get started. So as I said in my first video, I am basically doing something called CICO or CICO or CISO or CICO or however else you want to pronounce it. It basically stands for calories in versus calories out. And that basically means that I am eating at a caloric deficit. And to kind of break this down a little bit more, I want to talk about what calories mean and kind of what they mean to weight loss. So 3,500 calories is equal to 1 pound of fat. So if I want to lose 1 pound every single week, then I need to have a caloric deficit of 3,500 calories. If I want to lose 2 pounds, then it's 7,000 calories per week. It's not recommended to do any more, so I'm not going to go any higher. And the reason I say that is because I've done my own research, and you should do your own research. But doctors recommend this only because it's really hard for you to maintain weight loss if you lose any more than 2 pounds per week. As far as when you're heavier or whatever, you're definitely going to lose more than that. If you're losing probably any more than 30 pounds, then you might lose more than that per week. But it'll start to gradually become more even between 0 and 2 as you start losing less weight. So basically what that means is there's a lot of math involved as far as my technique, as far as how I'm losing weight. And this is a pretty popular way to lose weight, but I don't know if there's any videos, so just kind of want to talk about what I've learned so far and what kind of words and terminology is important for you guys to understand, especially since I'm going to be talking about them later on. So 2 things come to mind, and that is BMR and your TDEE. And your BMR basically stands for your basal metabolic rate, and your TDEE stands for your total daily energy expenditure. They kind of go hand in hand because your BMR is basically the number of calories you need to eat just to be alive and just to exist. And your TDEE is basically your BMR plus whatever calories you burn in a day through exercise or lots of other things. And the way that I calculated my TDEE, and you can do this online anywhere, so you don't actually need to look up numbers and everything. You can just go online and Google it. And the way that I did it was to make sure that I set my activity level as sedentary, even though I work out every single day. And the reason why I do that is because I try and make sure that I eat the same calories every single day because I want to be consistent. And also, I don't work out every single day. I do have rest days and everything like that. So it's really important for me personally to make sure that I'm still eating at a deficit even when I'm not working out. So your TDEE also stands for your maintenance calories. And maintenance calories basically just means that if I want to stay at the weight that I'm at right now, then I need to be eating at my TDEE or my maintenance calories. So my BMR is 1,600 calories. My TDEE is 1,900 calories. I think it's technically like 1964. And so basically if I want to lose a pound per week, then I need to subtract 500 calories from my TDEE, which is 1,400 calories, and that will put me at a pound per week. And I say that because 500 calories per day as far as a deficit times 7 is 3,500 calories. That puts me at a deficit of 3,500 calories. If I want to lose 2 pounds per week, then I need to be eating at a deficit of 1,000 calories per day. And that's not possible because if I subtract 1,000 from 1,900, then that means I'm eating about 900 calories per day, which is not recommended by anyone. The least amount you should eat, especially for like a female, is about 1,200 calories per day. So don't eat anything less than that. Do your research and make sure that you're eating what you should be eating. I'm eating at about 1,300 calories, but I also work out in order to keep a deficit. I burn anywhere between 200 and 500 calories per day, or per workout. I burn anywhere between 200 and 500 calories per workout. So my 600 calorie deficit that I eat every single day, plus like say 300 or 500 calories of workout, means that I'm pretty much at a deficit of anywhere between 500 and 1,000 calories per day. So regardless, I'm going to be losing anywhere between 1 and 2 pounds per week, which is pretty good. And workout is not necessary in this type of diet or this type of way of losing weight. So if you don't want to work out and you're not into working out right now, then you don't need to. And that's another reason why I really like this way of losing weight. And it's also just popular in general. Another reason why I like this is because it really helps with portion control, and it really shows me how much I've overate in the past. Say if I want to go eat at Cheesecake Factory or McDonald's, heaven forbid, or Chili's or wherever, a lot of their dishes have almost 2,000 calories per meal or per plate or whatever, and that is more than my maintenance calories, which means that I'm gaining weight just through one sit-down meal at a restaurant, which is insane, and it's really eye-opening. And it's really important for me to realize that I need to either eat healthier when I eat out, or I just need to eat less. Another reason why I really like this is because I don't have to completely cut out things that I enjoy eating, like chocolate or pizza or anything that's considered unhealthy. I can budget it into my calories every single day if I want it, and that way I'm still eating at a caloric deficit. I'm not really restricting myself as far as what I'm eating, which is really helpful for me, because if I feel like I'm restricting myself, then I'm not going to enjoy the process nearly as much. So it's just really helpful, and that way I can eat what I want. So now I basically just kind of want to talk about the things that I've been using to lose weight. And there are basically two big things. One of them is a food scale, and I really recommend getting one because it really helps me personally figure out how much I'm actually eating. I have a tendency, and I think most people have a tendency of underestimating the amount of food that we eat. For example, I eat a lot of chicken, and I love chicken, and a serving size is typically anywhere between 2 and 4 ounces. 4 ounces is about, I want to say, 130 calories, give or take. And I don't really know what 4 ounces of chicken looks like, so I need to weigh it. And weighing it is so consistent and so much easier to me than trying to figure out a cup of chopped chicken or whatever. So in my opinion, it's super helpful, and it's so worth the money. And it's only anywhere between what, $10 and $20 on Amazon. So if you want to do this, then I recommend getting one. So my second tool that I really recommend is MyFitnessPal, or some way to count your calories. So I use an app called MyFitnessPal. It's on my home screen on my phone. You can get it on either the Play Store or on the Apple Store or whatever. And it basically looks like this. And it basically looks like this on the home screen. And it's owned by Under Armour, I guess, right now. But it's super helpful. One reason I really like it, actually there's multiple reasons why I really like it, and I'll kind of break down all of the reasons I like it, but it can calculate your calories. So basically you set up your account, you say your age, you say your gender, you say your height, you say your current weight and your goal weight and your activity level. Again, I set my activity level to not active, just so it will calculate the least amount of calories that I should eat on a day where I'm not active. And then it'll calculate everything for you, and you don't even have to calculate it online if you don't want to. After that, basically it's super easy to use. So you can use it to calculate your water intake, which I really love. You can also put in your exercise. It kind of overestimates by like 30% how many calories you burn per your exercise, so just be cautious of that. I kind of guesstimate and kind of do my own research as far as how many calories I burn just through the internet. So sometimes I don't even use this app, but I still put it in there eventually. And finally, like the most important reason is to add food on this app. It's super convenient because there's already a huge database as far as food. So if you eat out a ton, it's already on there. Obviously, it's only the really big chain restaurants, but it'll be on there. Also, you can scan in your food, so if you have a certain bread that you eat all the time or whatever, you can go to add foods, and then you can hit whatever, and then you can hit the scanning button, and you can scan the food, and it'll tell you how many calories and everything in there for your nutritional values, which is super convenient and super fast. Another reason why I really like it is if you have a recipe that you typically use, you can go on your computer and you can log into MyFitnessPal on your computer, and then you can copy and paste the link of the website, and it'll pretty much calculate the calories in that recipe in like 30 seconds, which is super convenient. Or you can go the long route and kind of add all the personal things that you add into a recipe, and it'll still save it, especially if you eat it a lot. It's super convenient. Another reason why I really like it is you can save meals or whatever. And I eat out to Chipotle and Tokyo Joe's and all of these places all the time. And for those of you who eat Chipotle or whatever like that, you understand that you can make your burrito or whatever in different ways every single time. I'm pretty consistent as far as what I eat, or I have all of these different Chipotle meals in here, and I can just very quickly add it in there because I know what's in it, because I've manually done it, and it's super fast and super convenient. So I really love this app. You don't have to use that particular app. You can use another app which I've heard really great things about, which is Lose It, or you can just use pen and paper. I think it's just super important to keep yourself accountable and just write down all the things that you eat. So those are two really big tools that I've used as far as losing weight, and I really recommend getting them if this is the way that you want to do it. I still recommend getting a food scale whether or not you're doing calories or not, just because it's a good way to figure out your serving sizes, and it's a good way to just make sure you're not completely overeating. So yeah, that's basically today's vlog. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.